Hey guys, it's me, Dustin, again on another episode of Fantasy Nights. Here to give you my opinion about another hot topic right now in the sports game. And this is going to be dedicated to Mr. Joey Bosa. I am a resident of San Diego myself. I right now am visiting New Jersey, and I'm on my way to New York. I'm going to probably post a couple videos of me in Manhattan and me in the Bronx. They say Manhattan, but it's Manhattan. I went a little bit with my New York accent because I'm originally from New York. Switched up the jet hat, as you notice, a little black on gray, um, to switch it up a little bit for you guys. But anyways, let's get back to Mr. Bosa. So we'll start out the gate with something really crazy. I can't believe his mom came out and spoke to the media and said they wish they would have pulled an Eli Manning. As much as I thought Eli Manning's move was a pretty smart one, just because San Diego is really not committed. I mean, they're probably committed. If any position they're committed to is the quarterback position. We've seen with Phillip Rivers how they've stuck with their guns. I don't even know if Eli Manning would have done well in San Diego. He definitely would have not gotten a Super Bowl ring for sure. And it's not just him. I mean, he could be sometimes erratic, even though he does have a really good deep ball, and according to him, he's the athletic brother out of the Mannings. But the Chargers don't have the defense, the run game, anything like that to have kept him in a winning position. But again, let's get back to Bosa. So mom says that. I think that was outrageous. She should have totally stood in her lane and not even brought it up. I mean, this is a situation that your agents and all these people are trying to handle and try to make the best out of a worse situation. So she should have kept her comments to herself. And he just signed recently, and it seems like the discussions broke down due to some minor details about extra years or signing bonuses towards the end, or being able to get out of the contract, or anything specific like that. So I just don't believe in Mr. Bosa. I'm happy that he got a contract as a rookie. That's always got to be excited to get the contract that you want and that you accepted. But I just don't think overall it was a really, really good move for him to have done what he did. I mean, you have every other rookie right now signed and playing. Not saying that defense is something really complicated, especially his position, whereas a D end, you're just rushing the passer. But overall, I just think that it just shows just I don't know, terrible character, and I just don't believe on him. I seen whatever highlight tapes that they had on him on the draft, and I just don't believe he has the engine or the motor to dominate in the NFL. By the way, I keep on trying to push the basketball court into my shot, just because I think it's pretty funny that I'm talking about football and I'm at a basketball court. So I just like the contrast in my discussions versus the area that I'm shooting this video at. But anyways, again, back to Bosa. I just don't believe. I don't think that he's a four-quarter guy. I think that he's gonna get pushed around. I also think San Diego's defense is really soft, even though they have a really good D coordinator. I just don't see them. I don't know, they're just not nasty, and you need to be nasty. I think that right now the defenses that get it done are nasty defenses. Like look at the Broncos. They were nasty. Von Miller's nasty. Obviously he led that whole surge from the defensive front. The Ravens, when they had a great D, they were nasty. Chicago Bears, when they had a good D, they were nasty. And I know the Chargers are not really known for being a defensive team. They're more known for kind of a finesse, kind of an aerial kind of team. But still, I mean, they keep on. They drafted Manti Te'o, who I still don't believe in his skills either. I like the DB that they have. I really got to brush up on my stuff, because I really hate that I keep shooting these videos. And I think it's Veer or Verrett. I think that's the name of the DB. It's Verrett. So Jason Verrett. I can't believe I had an NZT moment right there. I was able to go into my brain and pick the file that I needed at that specific moment. I like Verrett, and I like Flowers. I think from the DB position, we're good. We'll see. And then Bosa releases a statement saying that everything is going to be forgotten as soon as he makes his like first sack or his first impact tackle. I think that's total BS because the San Diego fans don't forget nothing. Even though that city is like a warm weather spot and nobody really follows the team or endorses the squad like that. I mean, I've been to a bunch of games. It's definitely a football city. They don't forget Eli. They don't forget LT. They didn't forget, Breeze. They didn't forget all the free agents that they've never signed. They're still trying to figure out what their identity is. I mean, and so now with this thing on Bosa, I just think it just hangs something over his head that he just didn't need distractions. San Diego, they're in a position where they might lose the team, which is absolute nonsense. Also, too, I would like to dedicate a portion of this video to telling people, please vote to save the Chargers. I mean, I think it's absolutely ridiculous that people don't think that would boost the economy. It would create jobs. It would galvanize that area down in the east side of the downtown area. It seems just like a lot of old senior citizen white Republicans are just not for it. This whole thing about not making millionaires richer, you're already making them richer. It doesn't matter. People are so silly with this whole like concept about trying to like rob from the rich to give to the poor. It doesn't happen. It never happens. I'm going on a financial tangent, but at the end of the day, for San Diego, in my opinion, to maintain its growth as a major city, it's starting to get name dropped here and there. It's starting to be something on the forefront. They need to definitely make sure that stadium is built. And apparently, to the smart people that I've spoken with that do vote and are political active, they believe that it's not going to happen. They're not even at 1/3 of the votes. Testing it out on the field right now, and so we need more than half or just about half to convince the city. And listen, it's fairly cheap. $150 million sounds like a lot of money, but they have figured creative ways to kind of raise the money. People just need to stop being cheap and give their tax money. I mean, listen, as a San Diegan taxpayer, I'd rather pay for a stadium than any other nonsense the city decides to do with our tax dollars. We don't even know what they do. There's been so much bamboozling with city funding that I can make a whole video based on that. But getting back to the gist of it, the Chargers need to be saved and need to stay in San Diego and need a new stadium. And on that notion, Bosa should have been a bigger man and just should have ate it and proved himself. I'm so over these rookies coming in and causing ruckus when you haven't even played a down in the NFL. Like, listen, it's almost like that 50 Cent lyric, in high school you were the man, homie. It's almost like you were the man in college, bro. Chill out. That's all you were. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I don't like college football because it's like either it's one good guy on a crappy team in a crappy division that showcases his stardom, or it's like a super elite NFL's team beating up on a bunch of really bad teams. I mean, college football has gotten better and has been a little bit more enjoyable for me, but overall, the product sucks. These guys don't even translate to the NFL right away, and every first round bust happen all the darn time. It's always the 6th rounders, 7th rounders, 5th rounders, Mr. Irrelevance. They usually, and what I mean by Mr. Irrelevance, if anybody's curious, last person drafted in the draft that usually make noise in the league. I mean, Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, Tom Brady, Michael Strahan were all drafted after the 5th round. Antonio Brown just recently was drafted, I believe, in the 6th round. I mean, like, come on. There's once in a while you have the gems, but it's just absurd and ridiculous for people to think that Bosa is going to be a dominant force on a D-line that has nobody else. So that means if you double team him, you can pretty much quiet that pass rush. So I'm going to be scrutinizing the Chargers all season long because I like to kind of pick on them, because I just kind of feel like they can't stay out of their own way and the bad decisions that they make. I would have never drafted Bosa. I would have took the kid out of Oregon, who I think went to San Francisco. and his tape looks crazy, and his motor looks amazing, and he's just angry when he fights at the line. So that's what I think about that. Leave some comments below. Let's open up a discussion. You tell me what you think. Thanks for tuning in. Peace out.